Welcome to my dad's car. Enjoy!
Welcome to My Dad's Car, a podcast discussing our personal relationship with automotive nostalgia. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be about your dad's car. It can be your mum's, your grand's, your parents', guardians, or even a neighbour's. If it made an impression, let's talk about it. So, John, any news on the ULEZ for the Beamer?
Yeah, it's not great news, Andy. So essentially the process is you write to BMW and say, please can you provide me a certificate of my vehicle's original data, basically.
Okay.
And it has a little emissions figure on there, which should come back. Well, I was told it would come back lower than the required. So I think it's I don't know how you say it. I don't know if it's NOx or NOx, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So they sent my certificate back to me and it was 0.000, which is obviously nothing.
Nothing.
But anyway, I sent that off to TfL, the ULEZ guys, and said BMW is saying this meets the ULEZ emissions standard. Please can you make my car exempt? And they came back and said, no, that's probably an error from BMW. It's highly unlikely it would be zero. So that was sent back to BMW.
Did you have to pay for that, or BMW do it for free?
No, this is all free. Free, yeah. And then I went back to BMW and said, look, has there been a mistake here? What is the figure of this little thing, this NOx? And they said they didn't have the data. So I think that's that, basically.
Do you know what the number is? It's meant to be?
Well, I'm told that I basically had a discussion with someone who's got a similar car to mine, and they said that if you can get it to show something like 0.03 or something, if you can get that figure, then that would get it through.
What do you have to send them? Just like a PDF or something, or a Word document or something?
Yes.
I'm not for a second suggesting someone would Photoshop it and change the number.
Well, it's funny you use that, that terminology, Andy, but and this probably shouldn't go out on tape. But yeah, basically this chap said to me, you could get clever with Photoshop, and that's like, do you want to go down that route?
Those sort of things, I don't think they research particularly closely.
No, because I think they're probably dealing with quite a large volume, aren't they? And normally I'd already sent the certificate off to BMW with the zero figure.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, he came back to me and said, yeah, they're not going to accept that because it just looks, false.
Yeah.
So you might want to get clever with Photoshop, and which is probably what people are doing. But yeah, I guess it's too late now because I've already sent them that once. I don't know really.
If you've only sent it once and you can,
and
you go, well, yeah, they've said there's an error. If they've come back with this and it's just a smidge under the number it needs to be, then
because I spoke to TfL and they said you need to get your V5 updated to show the data on there, and then they would give the compliance thingy to me.
Yeah.
So that's a whole new thing in itself. Bit of admin work, filling out a change of vehicle information. And then is there the case that DVLA might want to see evidence that it is actually, whereas in reality, if we test a 25-year-old BMW, it's probably going to be off the chart, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, what a bummer.
But the major development is that I actually bought a Citroen Picasso at the weekend.
Oh, yes, lovely choice.
So it kind of means it's got to go.
So you're going to bring it down to sunny Sussex and park it up at your mum's?
Well, that's probably the plan, yeah. Clean it up, maybe put it on the market and just leave it down there. Let my brother use it.
Yeah.
But if anyone's listening and they want to buy a carefully driven 5 Series, then do get in touch with us.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, then maybe you just need to look out for something that's made before 1983 and then it's tax exempt.
Yeah. No, I did explore that.
Get yourself a big old Merc.
I did explore going down that route. I thought, I'll get myself a Mark II Polo. They're just coming into exemption. Roll back the years.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's probably the end of the BMW in London, sadly. It's frustrating because I've seen cars exactly the same as mine that are compliant. And I said this to TfL, and they just kind of said, yeah, it's done on a vehicle-by-vehicle basis. And it's strange. It's all a bit sort of secretive. There's not that much information out there in terms of applying for this compliance. And
have you seen anyone taking cameras off? Like, have you seen?
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some vigilantes going around. Yeah.
It's quite funny, I think, but obviously we're not
endorsing that at all. No.
But keep doing it.
But it is quite funny. Yeah. Yeah. I think because my borough is one of the ones. I live in Bexley, so we were one of the boroughs that opposed the expansion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there were a group of sort of vigilantes / nutcases going around, and
it's got a lockup full of cameras.
Yeah, there's a few sort of transit vans driving around with number plates in the front windscreen that say no to ULEZ. And
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it now, because it was turned over in the High Court a couple of weeks ago. I think the final appeal.
Okay, so that's it. You've got to do it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, all the cameras have been up for months, so I don't think it was ever going to get turned over in reality.
No. And that's going to plummet a lot of vehicle value, isn't it? In London, at least. Like for years, people have been going up north to buy cars to bring them down south. It's almost going to go the other way. If you want to sell your car, you almost need to go kind of to the Midlands or whatever and then sell it.
Yes, that's very true. But I suppose we shouldn't forget that you can still drive them in these areas. You just have to pay £12.50 a day.
Oh, that's true.
If you are financially in a good place, maybe you'll keep doing it. I'm sure a lot will.
And I also heard they're going to bring in scrappage as well again.
Yeah, that was an offer. Someone said to me, why don't you scrap the BMW? I couldn't do that. I couldn't just scrap.
Yeah.
I think it's $2,000 or something you get. Yeah, it just seems a bit wrong to do that, really. Like there's nothing that wrong with the vehicle, it's been a good car, and yeah, it sort of pains me to think about scrapping it.
Yes.
That's what happened, isn't it, a few years ago? Was that about 20 years ago? We lost a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they all just sit in an airfield?
Yeah, a lot of them did, yeah. I think it wasn't as far as 20 years ago. 12, 15 years maybe.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be a few shockers, won't there? Someone will scrap something that's, really good, but...
Yeah. Maybe what I should do is store it away until it's 39 years old.
Then get it back out again.
And then bring it back and just start doing donuts around Big Ben or something, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'll leave you to it. We'll wrap that one up as well.
Yeah, that's ULEZ done.
See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to My Dad's Car podcast. If you have enjoyed this episode, please click subscribe, leave us a review and follow us on social media. If you'd like to support us further, you can buy us a coffee or sign up to give us a monthly bump start. You'll find details on our website, mydadscar.co.uk. Bye for now.